Hello everyone, it's So Unicornish and I'm back with another sketchbook tour. I finished this sketchbook a while ago and I just never put up the tour, but I decided to do it today. I painted the front with acrylic paints and kind of thought it looked like a frog, so I made this sketchbook kind of frog themed. I made this little dangle out of cardboard and acrylic paint and some beads because I always like putting dangles on my spiral bound sketchbooks. But let's just get into it. I don't really remember exactly what all's in here because it's been so long since I've looked through it. So I usually like to make a welcome page, and I did some mushrooms with acrylic paint and glitter paint. And I titled this one Frolicking with Frogs. Got a little frog here. I got the idea of titling sketchbooks from Sophie McPike. So you could go check out her channel. I enjoy watching her. She does a lot of colorful art and whimsical art. And she has a little group thing she does every once in a while where you can do activities along with her on a live. And then I like to put a goals page. I don't know if you can see the goals here, but I can read them. One goal was to be more chaotic because I feel like I'm a little too organized and calculated, and I really like art that I see that's like messy and random and looks like people just threw stuff at the page. So I try to be more like that and less worrisome about my art and just kind of go for it. My other goal was to make more intuitive art, and I've been learning more about that. Allow some abstraction. I don't think I did that very well in this book. I really don't even understand abstract art or how to like abstract landscape or anything like that, but I tried. I tried, but not so much. Learn more skills and techniques. I don't know if I did that in this one. We'll see. We'll see what I did in here. Have more fun. I think you can always have more fun, right? Like, you can always let loose and add more color or just do whatever feels good or right in the moment. So I always put that as a goal so that I'm not so uptight about what I'm doing. Be messy. Take art to the park. I don't think I ever did that with this sketchbook, so some goals I transfer over into my next sketchbook. Draw wonky people or just more people. I didn't do that either. Paint more. I did do that, especially I think watercolor in here. And try collage and texture. And I don't think I did much of that either. So a lot of these goals I'm going to have to move on to the next sketchbook because I really didn't do them very well. So here we have on this side, art hang party. I think it's a video I watched a replay of, underwater seascapes. And I just used, looks like colored pencil and Crayola markers. Same thing on the other side. Got a little fish and some coral. And I just really love seascapes because of how colorful they are. Here we have just a little illustration of a scarecrow man. I want to still color that in, but sometimes I get like really into the lines I drew, and then I don't want to like paint over them because I like just the lines that I have down. So he might get colored in one day, he might not. Now we have a little sprite or whatever, a little fuzzball guy, and flying around, and that's in watercolor. Just random, thought up. It actually makes me think of when I was a kid, the Fry Guys from McDonald's. It's kind of what it looks like. Tell me if you remember those guys. Then we have a Scribble Brigade with Sophie McPike, and this was, I think, animation. So we've got like, this is from Bambi, I think. And I had gotten these watercolors from Walmart that were Not the best. And they're real grainy and just hard to mix, and but I used a lot of those in this sketchbook. Here we have more of those animation sceneries, landscapes. We've got Jungle Book, The Last Unicorn, Peter Pan, and The Fox and the Hound. I like and hate both of these because I used those bad paints, and I think they could have turned out a lot better if I'd had better paints. This is from the Brave Little Toaster. And this is just a intuitive palette cleanup. I had some extra paint from a painting from before, and I got rid of some of the paint there. And I don't know what this is, like birds, and this bird's like swooping down. It's going to grab this other bird. I don't know why. Just trying intuitive art. More Scribble Brigade with Sophie McPike again. I think this is like another round of animation landscapes. I don't know what this one's from. I think this one's from Fantasia, Lilo and Stitch. More of the Jungle Book. I think this is Pocahontas. I'm not going to flip this, that'll be a mess, but I think this is from Alice in Wonderland, possibly. Now we have Art Hang Party. Some more Art Hang Party. Go check out Art Hang Party on Melissa Martin's channel on YouTube. You should really go check it out. It's a lot of fun. On I think it's Thursday nights, they do the get together where everybody draws on a stream, and a lot of times it's timed, so you have to like do little sketches in the beginning kind of fast. So you've got like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. This was shoes. Same Art Hang Party group, flowers, and I did these in those terrible watercolors. More flowers. I happen to cheat. After we're done with Art Hang Party, later on I go through and I'll add little details with like my colored pencils. So these were timed, but then I go back and I add more later. I did take art to the park. Okay, so I did take this out and about to some property that family owned at the time, and I drew this stump that had all these twigs sticking out, and then I drew every different kind of leaf that I saw, and then I had this sandwich I glued on here just to take up space. Just trying to be random. This is Art Hang Party again with doing clouds. And I did these in watercolor. I like how this one turned out with the purple. Like I said, again, it's really bad paints, so I'd like to try these clouds again sometime in the better paints that I have now. Now we've got little space bear going on a space journey. This is in colored pencil, and this one is in colored pencil and watercolors and markers. I use a little bit of everything. And now we've got Art Hang Party again. This is snails. And I don't know, I just was practicing with watercolor, trying to get the colors to blend and do different things, and I think it looks pretty cool. This is just me being random. I was having a hard time at the time, and I just wanted to do doodles. Art Hang Party, our pets. So I think this was people sent in pictures of their pets, and these are uh, blind contour drawings. So you don't look at what you're doing and you don't lift your pen, and you try to draw what you see without looking at what you're drawing. Then I just drew some of them normal. I really like this little hedgehog. And then I was doing, what's it called? Art Fight. And I was drawing my own characters and sometimes other people's characters. So this is like a little Hamtaro character I made and a pony I made. This little pug is from Sketchbook School with Danny Gregory. And this character is from Art Fight, and the owner is That Yeti. And this pony, the owner is Maydonk. And then this little character here, the owner is Magari. And we've got Art Hang Party Geisha. So we're just draw. Hold on a second. So, sorry for that little interruption. We have another doodle page, and this is where I had done this activity with Sophie McPike's live, and she had us looking at a picture that was blurred out, trying to draw what we thought it was, and then drawing it when it wasn't blurred. And I just really didn't like how it ended up. It kind of just was a bunch of nonsense that I did because I had no idea what I was painting. So I painted over top of it. And so we have little frogs on a mushroom in acrylic paint. Little fox, some turtles. And I was practicing doing like cohesive color combinations. This is oil pastels. And then this was a doodle page I did while we were eating out, while I was eating out with my husband. And it says wild haggises. If you've seen the wild haggis video, it's like this AI video of this weird looking creature. So I was drawing all the different versions of them. We have more Art Fight characters. This person is owned by Suna Draken, and the dragon is owned by Clover Tongue. And I have a page about crochet and why I like to crochet. And then over here we have Draw Weird Things, Medieval Mayhem, and that is with Debbie Draws Funny on YouTube. She always chooses really wacky things to draw, and it always cracks me up. We've got this angry snail and the deeply concerned frog. We've got this dolphin creature and a fish with arms. And yes, these were all actual drawings from medieval books. And an intuitive piece of art I did. More random gluing things to the page. And I drew this with a bunch of crayons held in my hand and scribbled this vase with flowers. And I'm really proud of these watercolor paintings that are coming up. I've not really done watercolor much, and I was trying to get better at it, and this was an art hang party where they did underwater animals. Got jellyfish and a sea turtle. We've got Art Hang Party butterflies and Art Hang Party candy. Pretty proud of this ring pop because it looks see-through. Other people did a lot better than I did, but I was like, hey, that's not too bad. Got some like movie scenes during Art Hang Party, and then like some dolphins and stuff stuck in the middle because I just wanted to take up space. Here we have some watercolor sea turtles. This I think I did along with Sam Ashley art on YouTube. And I think this was my favorite page in this sketchbook. It's just these sea turtles, and I like how I made the water purple here. And I was just really proud because watercolor is really confusing and hard and easy to mess up. And I was like, hey, this actually looks like a sea turtle. So I was happy with it. I think this was more stuff done along with Sam Ashley art. And then we have a Scribble Brigade exercise. I don't remember exactly what we were supposed to be doing, but I know we were supposed to do like, I think 3 colors in each block, something like that. Some lighthouses. Some more coral and underwater fish. And then I did this illustration of this frog sitting with his lantern under a mushroom in colored pencil and marker. I got a couple more illustrations of this robot roller skater and then some birds flying. I just like to splash color on the paper. On this side we have Art Hang Party. It says cheated on the top, so I'm gonna assume I took more time afterward, because usually these Art Hang Party things are timed at like just a couple minutes. More landscapes, probably from Art Hang Party. And on the left here we've got an intuitive scribble drawing where you just scribble lines and make something out of it. Bunch of random words and little cat. I call him Nosy Cat. And these exercises were from a book I got from the library. Up here it says drawing animals is a good way to scribbling is a good way to draw an animal. And then I said scribbling is also a good way to delete an animal, because I drew this really weird looking animal, so I scribbled it out. Then we've got Taco Bell Man. So there's this guy that really looked like a little sea captain going into Taco Bell, so I drew him real quick. Little scene, playing with color, seeing what it would look like if everything was outlined in orange. Gonna skip that. Some more landscapes. A little woodland guy here, and more sea turtles. Just random stuff. Sometimes I just glue stuff or just do random stuff. Wait a minute. Make sure yeah, okay. And we've got a polar bear in watercolor. Tried to make the bubbles in the water. I don't know if it comes through or not, but it was fun to do either way. We've got more Draw Weird Things with Debbie Draws Funny, taxidermy gone wrong, and this is like my favorite page in the whole book, I think, other than the sea turtles. Especially like this guy with his little derpy face. And we've got Art Hang Party city scenes. Just some cityscapes, and I watercolor them. Probably cheated on these too because I always go back and fill them in. More Art Hang Party. People with their cats, with their pets. And I love this guy here. This little pug being held by their owner. This one's pretty cute too, but I have a lot of fun drawing cartoony versions of animals. And we've got just some watercolor flowers. This was with Sam Ashley art, I think. Some of these like walruses. And we've got Art Hang Party Picnic. I didn't finish this one, so there's more I need to do, but little picnic scenes. On this side, we've got an alien gnome I made up. Creepy eyeball. I put this wax paper in between so it doesn't, stuff that I use doesn't smudge. It says, "Look out for bunnies, a walk in the garden." This is my strawberry cup that I drink out of, and a self-portrait right before I buzzed all my hair off. This is, here it says Chick Balm. It's a lip balm I have that I painted. We've got this little bear. I was watching videos of bears like getting into mischief. So it says, "I'm a troublemaker." And then let's hop along. Last frog in the frog book. And that's all for that sketchbook. Thank you for watching my sketchbook tour. I'll try to upload another one when I get the next sketchbook done. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next time.